Hey guys, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. It's Hannah here. So I obviously have no makeup on. This is not a makeup tutorial, as the title says. So I'm basically showing you what is in my kit. So we're gonna get straight into it. So this is my suitcase. So I used to have a makeup bag, but I've recently gone fully freelance. So I work for myself now basically in a salon. So this is my suitcase. It is an It suitcase. It's got neon green like little detail on it, state print detail on it. I got this for £35 from Primark, and it is just your standard kind of suitcase. Ooh, oh my god, Jesus. Standard suitcase, you can spill it around. You've got a handle here, a handle at the top, and then you've got your normal, your normal stuff in a suitcase. So the reason why I picked this suitcase was because the compartments, and it fitted my bags in it now. So the first compartment we have here, oh, and also the wheels literally like spin round, so that's a good thing as well when you're travelling. So the first thing we have in here is a makeup palette, so I keep this one in here because it is quite a big one. I have a mirror, and I have a Petri dish in here, so this is just for, well, I'll put it up this way and I'll put my brush cleaner and I'll clean my brushes, and then I'll put like my products on this side when I'm doing people's makeup, but sometimes I do put it on the back of my hand. It's not the most hygienic thing to do, but it warms up the products. And then I've got this little bag in here which has like eyebrow products like gels and powders, things that I don't really use all the time, but just in case I need to use them. They are there. The Freedom Makeup brow gels and the Freedom Makeup brow powders. So just to show you guys, this is the gel, just your kind of standard gel. They don't make these ones anymore. And then your brow powder, so it's like the Anastasia one. You've got a lighter and a darker powder. So I use these more on like people who have really thick brows and just want a tiniest bit in, and then I use the gel when someone wants a really, really bold brow. And then I obviously have this in here because not everybody wants colour, but I always keep it in here just in case. Sometimes the mirror doesn't fit in proper, but I'm not really fussed. So then we have the top compartment here. You also have a little tag thing here where you can attach something to it, like a name or something. I have a top part here. In this I have a little Beauty Bay light thing that can go on your phone. So just like that, you can put this on your phone, and it's like a little light, and it is chargeable as well. I just like, sometimes I don't like taking photos with a flash on because sometimes it makes it look too harsh, especially on this camera. I have the iPhone XS Max, if you guys are wondering. Mints that literally that, look at that. But I keep polos in there, and then I literally just stuff all my mascara ones in here. So like, I have like a bunch of those just in there. I put some in my brush belt as well, but I like to keep them there just like, so it's nice and easy to like get out. When you open it up, it looks like this. Obviously there's a lot of weight in this, that's why it's going down like that. So I have in here 2 pockets, which is really handy. I have a bunch of like mints in here just in case I run out of the packet. I have a pen handy just in case. I also like to keep a clip in there, so I haven't got one in the moment, but I just literally clip it there just if someone wants to clip the hair back. And in this top part here I have like more hygiene stuff, so like my makeup wipes, I've got hand sanitizer, and then I've got some tissues, Cleanse Off Oil by MAC, just in a little mini size, and I've got some lip scrub as well. So at the top here we have my brush belt. So in my brush belt I have a lot of brushes, as you can see. I like to put spoolies in here, like clean ones, and I've got a little spatula for products to keep things hygienic. This is from MAC because I did used to work for MAC. So most of these brushes are MAC brushes. So we've got 2 Morphe brushes which I use for blush. Then I have 2 of these. These are the 168 brush by MAC. I use that for contour and bronzer. I have 2 of these yet again. So this is a MAC 140. This is for face powder. I absolutely love it. It's the softest thing ever, and everybody loves it when I pop the powder on with this. So I've got 2 of those. I've got another MAC brush, and this is the 129 brush. I use that for bronzer sometimes, or powder. I've got 2 of these, which are stained, which is really annoying. These are Peaches and Cream PC25. I use that for foundation. They're really, really good as well. I've got this one here, which is a MAC 138 brush. This is really good for bronzer and contour. but I like to like put bronzer on first with this and then I'll contour with that. And then we have a powder brush slash primer brush. So you can use this for primer and I use it for powder as well. Yesterday I used it on my clients for just like moisturizer and primer. So this is a PC04 Peach Stone Cream brush. I really recommend these brushes because they are for £15, which is amazing. And for more fuller coverage, I've got two of these MAC brushes. The 191 brush. These are just a square foundation brush, really thin, really good for like more moisturising gel foundations and full coverage basically. Then we have the bottom row here, so I keep all my face brushes at the top and then all my eye brushes at the bottom. So I like to keep all my blending brushes at this side and then my detail slash concealer brushes at this side. So this is like my liquid side and this is my powder side, if that makes any sense. I'm very organised, guys. So then we have your highlight brush, which is a Morphe M501 brush. And then I've got like a highlight brush which is a little bit smaller, Bell C8 brush. This is really good for concealer and highlight, but I like to use it for highlight on the nose and like just the highest points of the cheek. I've got two of these MAC brushes, the 224 brushes. So these ones are not the synthetic ones, these are the real hair ones. I absolutely love them. I don't know why they changed to synthetic. Really nice and soft, your basic kind of blending brushes. Then I've got my smaller blending brushes on this side. So I have two of the 217 MAC brushes. These are like the ones that are more tapered. I don't know if it's focusing. These are more tapered, really, really good. And then I have a Zoeva Soft Luxe Definer. These are really good as well, but they're not as tapered on top, but they are a lot smaller than the bigger blending brushes. And then going to the smaller blending brushes here, mainly for cut creases and softly smoking something out. I use the Buff and Blend BB22 brush, really, really good for after when you're going with a dark colour first and you're going with a light colour to blend it out. They're really good for that. And then I also have the MAC 221 brush, really, really good for like cut creases and stuff when you go in with your dark colour first. Then I have this little baby, I love this. So this is the Blank Canvas Cosmetics E10 brush. It is literally like a 221 but thinner, and it hasn't got a tapered end to it, so it's just like blunt at the end. That's really good for winged out eye makeup. Then I have two, oh that's supposed to be in there. I'm just getting confused, guys. So then I have two of these. These are Morphe M506 brush. These are really, really good for pigments in the inner corner and underneath eye work kind of thing. So as you can see, these go from bigger blending brushes to smaller. I'm very OCD. Then I've just got two, you know, normal flat brushes. This is just a MAC one. You can get any, like I've got a Zoeva one here. Just nice to have a flat brush. Then I have a lot of these. These are the Morphe M213 brush. These I use for, it's like a little detail brush. I use them for underneath the eye and lip. So I've got 4 of these in here. So these two are for lip here. And then I have some ones for eyeshadows. So eyeliner brushes, I've just got all your basic MAC ones. So I've got 209, which is a little bit bigger. I've got a 266, which is like an angle brush, which you can use for brows as well. And then I've got this one, which I use the most. It's a 210. It is the thinnest brush ever. You literally can't even see the bristles on it. It is the thinnest brush ever. It's really good for winged liner. I love using it for that. And then we've got 2 of these. So these are the 212 brush. This is like a rectangle kind of brush. I hope you can see this, guys. Rectangle kind of brush, just for underneath eye work. Then I've got all my concealer brushes here. So, can we go a little bit closer? So I've got a MAC 286 brush. So this is just like a duo fibre one. This one's for a little bit softer and it's easier just to blend out basically. And then I've got a mini version of the blending brush over here. I got it in a short one, so I knew it was my concealer one because I want to get mixed up between. And I got a Peaches and Cream PC30 brush, which is just like, got a little tip to it, it's got a little sharp end to it. It's really good, it's quite flat on the side as well, so I just use the side of it just to pack concealer on. I've got 2 different brushes here. So I've got the MAC 252, the Ginge brush. Like, it is so good. I love this brush. I don't like the synthetic version. I have like 5 of these. I've got like 2 for my kit and then 3 for myself. I love them so, so much. But if you haven't got that one, which obviously you can't buy it anymore, the Zoeva 144 Soft Concealer is just as good. It's just a little bit more harsh on top. And then I love this as well. This is a Peaches and Cream PC23 brush. So this is really, really good for like packing on the base, the eye primer, if you want it to be a little bit softer, if you don't want it to be as harsh underneath the brow. That's really good for that. I absolutely love it. I need to order more. But yeah, that is all my brushes in my kit. Okay, then we have this little bag here. So this is from Primark. It's PS Pro. So basically it's like a travel makeup bag for your brushes, but I took the insert out and I basically use it for lips and brows and stuff like that. I have my lip liners here, and then I have my lip glosses here. I have my eyebrow products like my pencils here, and then I have my eyeliners here, and then my liquid lipsticks and lipsticks in here. So lip liner wise, they are majority from MAC, and then I've got some odd NYX ones and Morphe ones. Morphe ones are really good, especially Bite Me is a dupe for Cork by MAC. 2 Peaches and Cream glosses. I've got Bambi and Back Chat. These are really, really nice, really, really soft on the lips, not too sticky either. Then I've got your MAC clear gloss, and then I've got some Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. And then I've got 2 from MAC. I've got See Through, and then I've got obviously Bare. Looking at them, they look really similar, but the one on this side, the obviously Bare, is a lot more cool tone, and then this one's more peachy. Most used lip liners are Cork, Strip Down, Sweetheart by Morphe, and Edge to Edge Pink by MAC. So then on this side we have all my Primark brow pencils. So I have every colour they do. So I've got light brown, I've got tan, I've got brown, and I've got dark brown. So they're all the pencils you need really, and they're £2 each. Really, really good. And then I have False Lash Maximizer by MAC. So this is what I wear in my brows. It is literally the best brow gel ever. Literally has no colour to it whatsoever. It has a little bit of a white tinge to it, but you just don't put as much on so it doesn't look grey. So I have Fascinating by MAC, and then I have this one that's just called Gone Blanc. A cream one if someone doesn't want white. I've got Smolder, I've got Feline. Smolder's good if you want to use it on the top and smudge it out, and just like mainly for smudging. Feline is the blackest black. I've got Coffee if someone doesn't want black, and then I've got Costa Riche I think as well. Yeah, Costa Riche as well, which is a really nice warm teddy bear kind of brown. And then in here I have like lipsticks and liquid lipsticks. So I have mainly more my coloured ones in here, and then like a couple of nude ones. So yeah, and I got like syrup and stuff. Like I just buy lipsticks that I know I'm going to use, like On a Dark Skin, Chestnut Lip Liner, and syrup like in the middle is so, so nice. So yeah, I've got my extra lipsticks there just in case. You zip this open, it literally fits it in perfectly. It is quite tight though, but it fits it in still. So this is, let me get this out, there we go. So this is my MAC lip palette. So I melted these down. I did originally have a View set one, or Viewser, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like a little mini one, like this, half the size of this. But I don't really like it, and I feel like this looks more professional, to be honest with you guys. So your nudes at the top, your pinky nudes on the second row, and then your more bold colours on the third row. So these are all MAC Cosmetics. I believe this one is, I think it's Squash Pot, Myth, Honey Love, Velvet Teddy, Mocha, Spirit. Oh, what's this one? I can't remember what these two are, to be honest with you guys. But I know this one is Blankety Modesty, which is a really, really popular colour. We've got It's Kinda Sexy, Pink Plaid, Really Neat, Please Me. Then I've got, what's this one now? I know that one's Mare, but I'm not too sure about that one. Then you've just got, I think this one's called Heroin. No, that one's called Heroin. That's just a dark purple. That's Ruby Woo. That's Chili, which is more burnt kind of red. Diva. And then you've got Film Noir, I think. And then you've got Whirl and Stone. So like your more daring colours are at the bottom, and then your more nude colours are at the top, just because you're going to use those more. But yeah, like I said, I have extras as well. Like I've got more reds, I've got coral, I've got a pink. I just thought I needed extra one just in case, you know, if someone wants a coral lipstick and I don't have it, like if they want a coral lip colour on, that'd just be awkward. This is my lash bag. So I have a little pouch in here. This is just from Primark, part of a set. It came like with a free set. So I have this is my lash glue. I have my latex free lash glue, and then I have 2 mascaras. Lashes wise, so I normally stock from Prime Lashes. These are Lola. These are really good for like more of a natural pair. So you can just see they're wispy still, but they're not too long, not too short. If someone's not used to lashes, these are the ones to go for. And then I ordered these off of, where did I have these? AliExpress. So these are, I think there's like £3 each. So yeah, £3 each, and they are mink hair. They're not 3D like fluffy, but these are really, really good if someone wants something more dramatic. But kit wise, because I've gone freelance, I need something more inexpensive basically. So I'm going to try those out and see how they go, but so far so good. These are literally what I put on my mum. These are the tiniest lashes ever. So some people just don't suit big lashes, and some people like a smaller lash. So these are the #717S pair. The shortest lashes ever, but they're still wispy, and they go longer in the middle, so I like those for more of a natural pair. I've got these Peaches and Cream number 20. I'm going to use these more for, like, you can stack 2 together obviously, but someone had individual lashes the other day on, and she wanted a couple like filling in, so I thought, oh, if I literally just like cut these up in between, you can see where the gaps are. If I just cut these up, then I can just put them on individuals, because I haven't got them at the moment. Individuals are actually quite good to get though. Then I've got these from Thankyou Lashes TL22. These are from the Mitchell Masterclass. Haven't used them yet, but I do like using Thankyou Lashes, but I've run out of them as of now. And another pair I like that are a little bit more dramatic are the ZLs. So these are really, really nice. These go bigger towards the outer corner and then thinner towards the inner. They're very fluffy, they're very wispy. Then another pair that I like to use are the 130s by Prime Lash. The basic kind of lash. They're just a little bit more than the Lolas, so you can just see the tiniest bit more dramatic. I've cut off all the tops of them, by the way, because I felt like they fit in my kit a lot better. These are the number 14, so these are literally the same as MAC 48s. So nice. They're literally that lash that goes on every single eye normally. Like, unless people only like a small lash, these go and suit any eye shape, in my opinion anyway, because they're not too big, they're not too long, and they're not too thick. So they're really, really nice. The eye bag. So this is what I keep in my kit, where I use my eyeshadows, any eye products, any glitters, any pigments, anything like eyeliner, all that stuff. So I firstly have 2 little bags here, which are again from Primark. I have my pigments in it, so I have all my MAC glitters. I have all these little MAC little sample pots, and I put all the glitters into these rather than carrying around those huge glitters, because the pots are ridiculous. Pots are literally like this size, so kit wise you don't need that much glitter anyway, I don't think, just for like one day. So like these little ones are so good. So I have Peaches and Cream pigments. I have MAC pigments in here as well. I have one for coloured ones, and then one for like your more neutral kind of colours, so golds and browns and that kind of thing. So I keep those in there. Then going into my kit, I keep all my Peonies pigments in this little elastic band here. So I have the original ones still. So I've got number 2, I've got number 1, number 0.5, number 3 and number 5. So yeah, they're all in there, and I just like to keep them in an elastic band just so they're not flying around everywhere. And again, I have the same thing going on here. So I have Inglot Duraline, which is amazing for gel products. Basically what this does is you pop it in a gel product that's dried out, and it'll make it creamy again for you, so you don't have to worry about eyeliners drying out and everything like that. Then I have the Peaches and Cream eyeshadow primer. That's good for like putting on top of anything that's you're gonna put glitter on top. I put that on first basically, and then I also have the Too Faced glitter glue. So these two do about the same thing, so I just like to keep them both there. Then I have this little one as well. So this is basically like, I'm trying to think what they are, the liquid eyeshadows, and they're really sparkly, especially this Wet n Wild one, which is like £4, is so nice. Like, I'll show you guys how nice this is, and this one's called Cashmere Love. This is so nice. I don't know if it'll come off on camera, but that is amazing. That's literally like £4 from Boots. And then you have these ones here, which are the MAC Dazzle Liquid Shadows. So I have only 3 colours. I used to work for MAC and I literally tested them all out, and these are my go-to colours because they are more of like a shimmer slash glitter, if I show you what I mean. So they are more, they're a little bit metallic, a little bit shimmery, and they're a little bit glittery. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but they're so good, especially like as a glitter base as well. If you just want to put a little bit of a gold glitter on top of these, they are amazing. So I have Everyday Sunshine, Beam Time, and then Rayon Rays. They are the 3 go-tos that I use. So you've got like a light, a medium, and a dark kind of colour. And yeah, like I said, that Wet n Wild one is literally amazing. 2 of these primers in here by MAC. So I have Painterly and Laying Low, just in case someone's got a little bit more sensitive eyes, or the concealer will like irritate their eyes whatsoever. I have the Sigma Wicked Gel Liner. Any gel liner will do. I just have like that one. I have this because it is literally the best black eyeshadow I've ever used in my life. Not even kidding. P. Louise recommended this when I was like doing it online. What is it called now? An online course. It's called Blackout by Decay. So I literally just have that as a single because it is just like, you don't need it a palette, it's literally the best black. I have this palette here, which is a limited edition MAC one, just because it has all your like grey kind of colours in, and I feel like grey eyeshadows are not the best to come by, and I hate picking them out, so I just got this so it's nice and easy. I then have a self-made one, so I have all my MAC eyeshadows in here, which are a little bit more of a softer look, and the more to the neutral to cool kind of nudes rather than your orangey, warmy kind of nude kind of colours. So I have Sober, I have Honesty, Patina, and then Espresso. So they're all really nice colours, really nice bridal colours as well, so I like to keep them in a little palette like that. But then I actually use this as well. This is the Makeup Revolution palette. These are £4. The shimmery colours are not the best in these, but this is the Velvet Rose, but the £4 and the matte colours are amazing. It's exactly the same as the Soft Glam palette, but the shimmers are really nice in this one, so I just like to keep both in there and just like play around with those both. This one, which is all my MAC eyeshadows I've collected over the years. So yeah, like they're all my Dazzle shadows on the bottom, like colours that we don't do anymore, like New Crop, your warmer kind of browns and your cooler kind of browns, just every kind of colour that I need really from MAC. Then I have this pencil sharpener by My Kitco. I just like it because obviously like when you sharpen your pencil you don't got to worry about where the mess is going. I have the Androgyny palette. I love this palette just because obviously it's got your colours in it if you need them, but these 2 colours here, so Dominatrix is a beautiful brown and Safe Word is beautiful as well, if you want a little bit more warm toned Charm and Dominatrix together. If you want more cool tone, these 2 together. This is why I love this palette. And then if you've got a burgundy, if you need a burgundy, well, it's just a nice palette to have. Yeah, so I'll keep that in there. Then I have the P. Louise palette in here as well. This is their older one. It's like a little bit of a mess as you can see, but this is really good for like your more burgundy looks, your more orangey, just like all your warm kind of nude kind of colours. That's what I'd say. Like it's like neutral but not neutral, and it has a really nice like selection of like your reds and your oranges and your burgundies, and you've got like some nice shimmers at the end there as well. A white kind of colour, a really nice mustard colour, a really nice nude colour. It is a really nice palette. I think it's still on sale on their website, so I'd definitely say pick that up if it's available still. So then we've got the Jacqueline Hale palette. I don't really use this as much, but I just keep it in there just as like a safe like kind of palette. So I keep it in here just in case I haven't got like a specific blue or green, or if I want to use them a little bit more different, because sometimes you get bored of using the same palettes over and over again. Okay, so moving on, the next one is on my face powders. I organise these as bronzer slash contour, then I have my face powders, my blushes, and then these are all my highlights. Bronzer wise, Mineralized Skin Finishes by MAC are the nicest things ever. So I have the colours, Dark Golden, which is obviously the one that I most use. I then have Dark Tan, which is more for like a little bit more tan kind of thing. That's really nice. They're my 2 favourite colours. Got medium deep for more your red pink undertone, just because these ones can be a little bit too yellow if someone's got a pink undertone in the skin. So medium deep's nice for that. I don't really use it, to be honest with you, but I just have it just in case someone's really like pinky undertoned. And then I've got medium dark, which is beautiful for lighter skins. It doesn't go orange or anything. This is what I used to use when I was like really fair. Then we've got dark deepest, which is more of your olive kind of deep bronzy kind of colour. I have Hoola Light, and then the normal Hoola, and then I've also got Hoola Toasted. So this is for my darker clients. And they're just nice to contour with, especially Hoola Light is amazing for like a bronzy kind of contour look. Then what I have here is all my Studio Fix powders. So you go from NW30, NW20, NC30, NC40, NC42, NW44, and then NC45. So these powders are really good. So the reason why I use Studio Fix powders is because they're full coverage, keep it matte, and majority of the time I'll do night out makeup for people and I want it to stay on. And if you've got oily skin, that's really good as well. I put more powder on oily skins because this one's really good for oily skins, but you can use it on dry skins as well. Just use it a little bit basically. But yeah, I love those powders. They're the most universal ones. They're amazing. I love them. Then for blushes, I absolutely love, so this is like for a dark skin tone. I love these ones. These are my absolute favourite blushes. These are the Extra Dimension blushes by MAC. Now, so you've got your more colourful colours like Cheeky Bits. That's a really nice colour. And then you've got Telling Glow, which is more of an orangey. That's more coral and that's more like orangey. You can tell there. Really pretty. And then I've got Hush Tone as well, which is like more of a bronzy kind of colour. These blushes are absolutely amazing. They're really nice. They're really subtle. They're not as bright as they look. You can build them up to look that bright, but they just go on so nice. I just recommend them. And then I've got Melba by MAC for your more fair skin tones. It's a matte blush as well. I don't really like matte blushes as much, but I keep them in my kit just in case someone likes them. Then I've got a mineralised blush as well by MAC. This is just a really nice peachy one. And then underneath here, I love this. This is the Beauty Bakery Flour Baking Powder. So I have this in the yellow colour because, to be honest with you, it doesn't have much colour to it really. You can see that there. This is really good for like baking, or like if someone's really oily, or someone wants to be really matte, or just underneath the eye. That one is really good, and it's a little bit more inexpensive compared to the Laura Mercier one. And then I've got more blushes, so I use these a lot. So these are just the Morphe Blush Trios. This is my most used one, Pop of Blush. This is like NARS Orgasm. It's so nice. Then we've got this one, which one's this one? Pop of Coral. Really nice, kind of peachy corally colours. And then I've got this one for darker skin tones or more pinky kind of colours. This is Pop of Fuchsia, and you can just see you got a darker pink, a more shimmery darker pink, and then just a normal kind of pink colour. I don't know how to describe that colour. It's like a petal pink. So I've got all those there. They're £12 and really good. Really nice and compact as well. So they remind me of the Anastasia ones. That's why I bought them for my kit. And they're really nice. Especially Pop of Blush Trio is so nice. This is the most used highlighter that I use. So it's the Doll Beauty Shine Bright and Like Diamond. These are the nicest highlighters ever. I don't know if it'll turn up on camera, but they're just so nice. Like they go, especially with this one. They're just really nice, and I got it in a little palette this time because the compacts kept breaking and it was doing my head in. And then the other highlights I have is this Bobbi Brown one called Moonglow. This is absolutely beautiful. Like, oh, it's just so pretty. It's so nice and like goldy. Not too dark. It's just really pretty. And then I got this one as well, which is called Afternoon Glow. I haven't used this one yet, so I don't know if I'm actually going to keep it, but it is more your like rose goldy kind of but that one's kind of more rosy goldy kind of highlight. And then I have Demon Blush by MAC and Oh Darling. This is just in case someone wants more a rosy gold kind of highlight, and then a deeper like bronzy golden colour. And then my darkest highlight I have is from Primark. It's called Your Golden. It's literally like £3.50. It is more of a subtle highlight though. Two loose highlighters from MAC. One's called Bronze, one's called Silver Dusk, and one's called Golden Bronze. These are really, really nice mixed together and on their own. They're just a really nice loose powder. You can mix it in with your primer if you want really highlighted skin. I like loose highlighters sometimes. If someone wants a really, really nice glow, or like on the body, it looks absolutely amazing. Okay, and then this is the last one. So this is my face bag. Okay, so I'm going to start off with primers. Yeah, we'll start off with primers. So I use this mainly just for my brides, so it's a little bit more expensive. Obviously, it's Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base by Bobbi Brown. It is really, really nice, really, really hydrating, and it is more on the pricey side, so that's why I only use it for my brides. And then I have this primer here, which is rubbed off, but it's the Decay Complexion primer. This one's really, really good for like more of a matte skin, pore filling. Really nice. I didn't use too much, you can tell. I actually ended up buying this for myself and I didn't like it. Then I used it on someone who wanted a matte skin, and I was just like, but I'm just going to put it in my kit because there's no way that I'm going to use that because I don't like a matte skin anyway. Strobe cream is my go-to, especially in peach. This looks good on any skin in my opinion. Like, it just looks so nice. I feel like even on an oily skin, you can put this on and then really powder the skin after because it really moisturizes the skin. It is not a primer, but I use it as a primer, just to let you know. And then this one, oh my god, this one is my favorite. So this is the Revolution Pro Prime and Hydrate. This smells like coconut. It's a really, really nice consistency. Everybody who I put it on, it says it smells amazing and it really hydrates the skin, so that's really, really good. I also have a mini oil control lotion. Got 30 mils in it. They're like £10 these, so they're definitely worth it. I think they're 10 or 12 pounds, I'm not too sure. But this is what I put on oily skin, just in the T-zone before the primer, so it's worth investing in because that's really good as well. And then recently I've put this in my kit, so I see all makeup artists use this. It's a really, really nice moisturizer. It comes in like a metalish tube though. It's like almost like a toothpaste tube. It's so weird. But this is, I can't pronounce that, but I'll let you have a look at that. I think everybody's seen this in everybody's makeup kit. It is the best moisturizer slash, you can just use it before you put any makeup on, even eyeshadow, just put that on the skin straight away, just to hydrate the skin and make it a little bit softer. This is like for everybody skin type. I've got two setting sprays here. So I have Decay All Nighter and Fix Plus, just the original one. So I spray this for pigments, glitters. If I put a glitter on, I spray this in at the end. And then I also spray this right at the end as well because I like to keep it on. And I feel like those two together just lock your foundation in place. I had this theory, I don't know if it's actually real, I'm just making this up. I feel like the more setting spray I spray on my face, so if I could put this and then this on at the end, so like this throughout, I always put this on before highlight as well. If I put a small setting spray on my face after my powders, when it rains outside, I feel like it doesn't affect my makeup as much because I've already set it in place with some sort of like watery product. So when it actually rains outside, there's not that awkward, like, I don't know how to describe it, like, you know, if water goes on powder, you can just see a blotch through it. It doesn't have that awkward effect on it. I have two of these palettes, there's one underneath here as well. These are the Studio Finish Conceal and Define. I have light and medium. I don't really use them that much, but I like to keep them in my kit just in case I do actually need them one day. I have two mineralized concealers by MAC. I've got NW20 and NC20. These are really good for your more mature clients who want a tiny bit on. It's really moisturising. It's really good for sensitive skin as well, and it doesn't crease. It's really moisturising as well, like really moisturising. Got these in here like this. So again, I want to separate them because these are my NWs and then these are my NCs. So if you don't know about MAC's, how colours work, NCs are more yellow and then NWs are more pink. So yeah, so I've got my NCs and my NWs in the Pro Longwear Concealer. They're really nice, full coverage. I just rate them. I just rate them. And then I've got these concealers which I use actually the most. I use them as eye bases as well sometimes. So I've separated these because these are like the dark ones and these are my light ones. So these concealers are really, really good. They're $4.50, really inexpensive. You obviously don't get that much product in them. You get like 4, 5, 6 mils I think, but to be honest with you, for the price you can't complain. And then for foundation, I only have Studio Fix at the moment. I do want to invest in Too Faced Born This Way foundation because that is amazing. I love it. It is my favourite foundation. But Studio Fix, full coverage, semi-matte, so it's not too matte. You can you can make it more glowy, you can make it more matte. It works on genuinely a lot of skin tones. The colours I'm so used to because I work for MAC. So colours I'm just going to name out now rather than showing you guys. So I've got NC10, NW13, NC15, NW20, NC20, NC30, NW30, NC37, NC40, NC41, NW40, and then I've got NC44 and NC45 and NC50. So I have more NCs because I tend to like work with more NCs like than NWs. So your NWs, I've skipped them quite a lot. I have too many foundations. I'm trying to limit them, so like I'll limit them a lot more when I run out of them, but I just want to have less foundations because I've got too many NCs at the moment. Like I've got NC40 and NC41, which is, NC41's more pink and it's nice for the Asian skin tones, but NC40 and NC41, that's just too many. It's just too many NCs basically in my kit. So you don't have to have that many foundations in your kit because you can mix them, like I said. So mixing foundations is just normal in the makeup world if you're a freelance makeup artist. So yeah, that's what I have for my face products. I don't like to have too many products. So guys, that is all I have in my makeup kit. I hope you guys have enjoyed this long video. I've tried to like explain everything I use and why kind of thing, but I'm not trying to make it too long. If you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments below. As always guys, I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. My hair is like doing this thing, like I haven't straightened or anything. I've got like curls. This is probably the first time you've seen my hair being short as well. I got it cut the other day because it was doing my head in. Like short hair grows so quick. I'm like, I'm just gonna get it extra short and then when it grows out it'll be fine. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. I shall see you guys in my next one. Bye.